To the stage at this time.
Ani wana bonjour. Hello. My name is not important, but the message is. And so I just want to speak to you for a few moments really quick, and then I'm going to do a little poem with the song with my cousin. And but I just want to talk about something really quick. Murdered and missing Indigenous people. And I'm not going to say nothing new under the sun. I just want to remind the people. No disrespect to murdered and missing Indigenous women. But for example, where I live up in Hoopa, we have more murdered and missing men. And so, no disrespect, but I just like to say murdered and missing Indigenous people because we're full circle, we're a whole family, yeah? And sometimes the men are forgotten about. And, you know, men, we need to heal just as much as the women, if not more, you know. And plus, we're pitiful men, so we need a lot of help. And so, you know, murder missing Indigenous people is the problem, yeah? What is the solution? It's what I like to call murdered missing Indigenous prevention. And what is murdered missing Indigenous prevention? It's everything that we do positive in our communities, in our families, in our hearts, to remember who we are, to heal, to try to find some way to smile again to all of our generational trauma. And so that's like, you know, revitalizing our language, our food, gathering and cooking our food. It's our dancing, it's our ceremonies, it's our artwork. It's us forgiving someone and giving a hug. A lot of times we go missing, it's not always because someone kidnapped us or murdered us. Sometimes we go missing because we go to prison. Sometimes we go missing because our self-esteem is low. Sometimes we go missing because our heart hurts because we miss our daughters or our sons. Sometimes we go missing. We get off of our path. And so these are all forms of missing to me, and no disrespect to the people. I have relatives that are missing right now. I have relatives that have been murdered already. But we want to prevent these things, and I don't have all the answers. You know, I don't know much. But what I do know is that more than ever in our lifetime, our people are waking up again. And so I just want us to keep waking up. And so I just want to remind us. Murdered, missing Indigenous prevention. We have to keep doing it. I don't know what you do to heal yourself. I don't know what you do to bring medicine into your heart, but keep doing it, please. I don't come from a whole lot. I wasn't raised traditionally. When I had my first daughter 19 years ago, that's when I began to straighten my act up a little bit. She was the kick in the rear I needed. And so whatever it takes to inspire you to get on your road, to stay on your road, you know your ancestors, you know the spirits, you know the wind supports that. So yeah, cousins, let's not forget about our men. Our men hurt really hard. And you know, it's almost like we're being programmed politically. Like all men are toxic. But we're not all toxic. Even if we are, we have time to grow. Miigwech, yakui. it exhales. When a story is listened to, it exhales. And when a story is passed on, its blood flows. Let me say that again. When a story is told, it inhales. When a story is listened to, it exhales. And when a story is passed on, its blood flows. You are to wander, entering and departing from strange villages. Perhaps you will achieve nothing, anywhere. It may be your words and items of trade, but find no favor in any place, cousins. Keep a firm step, something the creator of life, of the universe, will assign to you. Fasting and praying with focus, because most of my relatives have hope, but are hopeless, crawling in, then out that sweat lodge after being doctored by the spirits. These aren't mine, the ancestors write and inspire these lyrics. Our ancestors reach and manifest through our features, like open praying hands reaching into the sky, our high cheekbones like two temples, our star constellation freckles, our eyes are the real light, seen through the chemtrails, religion and Ritalin, living Manoba Mataziwan, eagle, condor, panther, swirling energy to cleanse us and Mother Earth a whole lot faster. Because human beings represent a handful of hair, every one of us represent a single hair follicle. When alone, we can snap and break easily, but when synchronized into one braid, we are strong and cannot be torn apart. From the end to the start, have a strong dream and you'll have a strong heart. Awareness heightening, wisdom splitting to observe itself, lightning. Like an Indian runner on the run, like a blind eagle being led by the warmth of the sun. The word for creator is mother on every child's tongue. When a story is told, it inhales. And when a story is listened to, it exhales. And when a story is passed on, its blood flows. Really quick, because I want to get out of the way because we got these powerful dancers coming in. But I wasn't raised with my people. I'm an Anishinaabe and Mohawk and Irish. But I was raised by Pomo people in Dry Creek Rancheria, Point Arena, Manchester. And they took me in, showed me the ropes. So it's like my cousin from Detroit, they make fun of me a little bit and they say, well, you know how to be Pomo before you know how to be an Anishinaabe. And that's true. And so I want to give a big shout out to all Pomo people because I love you. And I thank you for treating me like family. And so I just want to say I want to tell one quick story. It's not a creation story because, I might get in trouble if I tell a creation story out of wintertime. But say a long time ago, my people had this trickster named Nanabojo, Nanabuju, Nanabush. And he'd come around every once in a while to check up on us and see how we're living. And so he came back to check up on the Anishinaabe people. And we weren't living very great at the time. We were being mean to each other. We're being selfish, We weren't using our heart, thinking of ourselves. And so Nana Bushy, he could shapeshift. He turned into a little hummingbird. And he came flying around. The people didn't want to listen to him. So he went to the trees. And he asked the trees, he said, the winter is coming. And it's getting cold, and I have nowhere to live. I have nowhere to stay. Can I please stay with you? And the birch tree said, I would love to, but I can't do it this year, maybe next year. And so Nana Bush said, okay. And he flew up to the next tree. He asked the same question. He said, it's getting cold, and I have nowhere to live, and I'm a traveler. Can I stay with you? And the tree told him, maybe next time. I don't have room this time. So Nana Bush fly to the next tree. It's getting cold. I have nowhere to stay for the winter. Can I please stay with you? The tree said, of course you can stay with me. It's our honor to have you stay in our tree. To stay with us, we'll keep you warm. We'll feed you. Nana Bush said, miigwech. And flew up into the air and yelled really loud and said, all you trees that denied me and you forgot how to be have a heart. Every fall your leaves are gonna fall off and you're gonna go back home for the winter. All the trees. The cedar tree right here that let me stay, the cedar tree gets to keep its leaves year round. It's what we call the evergreen tree. And so this is how my people know the evergreen trees to be the way they are and the other trees don't have no leaves. Murdered missing Indigenous people. Murdered missing Indigenous prevention. Don't forget about our men. We need love too. We need patience. Like I said, we're pitiful men. We don't know what to do a lot of times. The women, you are powerful. The women, you are intelligent. The women, you have a huge heart. Don't let this American society make it too hard. Please. The men, we are nothing without you. Miigwech. And really quick, I want to give thanks to my brother Ruben and his wife and his daughter. Ruben said something funny to me. He said, we got our Pomo relatives and we got our Meshekey relatives and, we're the others, And we are, so, we thank you for having us here in your lands. And we thank you for your ears and your eyes and your voice. Miigwech, Yakui.
Aho, Chimigwech, Phil.